Game on, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in to Box Score Radio. I'm your host, Jay Keaton. It is Saturday, October 19th, 2019. On a day later because I had some plans yesterday. I thought I'd do a quick podcast right before college football starts and give my predictions. First, let's recap what happened the last couple days. We saw on Thursday Night Football, the Chiefs beat the Broncos 30-6. Mahomes goes down with a fractured kneecap. He'll be out 3 weeks. But since the Broncos are so bad, they were able to win the game. And backup quarterback Matt Moore came in, led a touchdown drive, took care of the ball, did what he had to do to win. And with the talent surrounding him, it was pretty easy. We also saw that Ohio State took care of Northwestern last night, 52-3. Again, it was a 1-4 Northwestern team. So Ohio State's a very good team, but they need to play somebody, and until they do, I'm not putting them number one. And also, we saw that the Yankees won Game 5. They avoided elimination from the Astros. And Game 6 tonight in Houston, and if necessary, Game 7, which I hope it is necessary because I'm rooting for the Yankees. Necessary Game 7 in Houston as well on Sunday. So a lot of good action. We saw Dominic Reyes last night defeat Chris Weidman, former middleweight champion. Quick comment on that. I don't like the idea of guys moving up a weight class and facing a top 5 guy. If you want to have somebody move up in weight, Dana White, I'm talking to you. You can have him move up to 205, but don't have him face a top 2 guy who's one win away from facing John Jones. You know, that's what I don't like. So he got knocked out, and then Yair Rodriguez in the co-main event. They rematched because the last time it was a no contest due to an eye poke, and Yair Rodriguez defeats Jeremy Stevens by unanimous decision. So on to the big topic today, this morning, and all night. College football, Week 8. A lot of good games. My Notre Dame Fighting Irish are off, which I kind of like that because, come on. I like that because that means I don't have to worry about them losing. I can kind of relax, just watch the games, enjoy them, get some pizza, some chips, enjoy the game. But we still got a lot of good football. Number 3, Clemson travels to Louisville. Clemson 24.5-point favorite. This could be a closer game than people think. Louisville's been a little bit better as of late. They had that opening loss to Notre Dame, 35-17, and then they kind of just been trucking along. Beat Wake Forest last week. Number 19, Wake Forest, 62-59. So they can score points. They just can't stop anybody. They're going to need a hell of an effort to try to stay close with Clemson. I think they beat the spread, but I think Clemson gets it done. Oklahoma takes on West Virginia. Oklahoma 33-point favorite. They'll take care of business. It'll be around 33 points. Number 6, Wisconsin travels to Illinois. They'll take care of business there. Number 9, Florida against South Carolina. This is an interesting game. It's almost like who rebounds. Does South Carolina rebound after that win? And they build off that, and they look good in this one, and they upset a second top 10 team? Or does Florida, after the loss against LSU, lay an egg in South Carolina? I don't know. In Columbia? I don't know. This is definitely going to be one of those toss-up games. Florida's a 5-point favorite. I'm going with the Gators, but barely. This could be. I wouldn't be surprised if South Carolina wins another one like this, because it's the setup, the timing of it is just everything, and the stars can align for them. So keep an eye on that one. Auburn takes on Arkansas. I expect Auburn to blow them out. Number 23, Iowa takes on Purdue. I like Iowa to rebound. LSU travels to Mississippi State. LSU 18.5-point favorite. I think they win by 21. They'll take care of business there, even though they got Alabama next week. The Mississippi State, they can't overlook them because they've been competitive with them in the last couple years. Number 12, Oregon travels to Washington. Oregon's a 3-point favorite. I'm going to go with the Ducks. I think they're a better team. I don't really. The Pac-12's been beating up on each other, and they're the last hope for any team from the Pac-12 to get in the playoff. And I actually want a Pac-12 team to at least compete for it, so I'll go with Oregon. Number 19, SMU takes on Temple. SMU a 9.5-point favorite. I like Temple. I don't know what it is. I think they're just a gritty team. They've had their share of upsets so far this season, and I think SMU now traveling, getting into the top 25. I don't see how they're getting 9.5 at home. I don't see how they're a 9.5-point favorite, but they are. But I like Temple to upset them. Minnesota travels to Rutgers. This won't even be close because Rutgers is absolutely god-awful. Number 21, Cincinnati against Tulsa. Cincinnati takes care of business there. Number 24, Appalachian State takes on UL Monroe. Don't be surprised if Appalachian State struggles because usually teams that don't live in the top 25 when they travel. Why do I keep saying traveling? When a team jumps into the top 25 for the first time and they really never been there, they kind of struggle. I think they could struggle today, but I still like Appalachian State to win. Number 18, Baylor against Oklahoma State. I like Oklahoma State. Vegas does too. They're a 4-point favorite. I like Oklahoma State to win that game. Baylor has not played anybody. They have the weakest non-conference schedule of any Power 5 team. Their toughest team they play is Rice. So I think they're going to struggle. Missouri takes on Vanderbilt. Missouri will win this one easily. Number 10, Georgia versus Kentucky. Georgia's a 24.5-point favorite. Again, how do they rebound? Do you feel sorry for yourself, think the season's over, and come in and get smacked around by the Wildcats, who can play? Or do you take your anger out on them? I think they'll take their anger out on them and win by at least 4 touchdowns, but you never know. Number 17, Arizona State travels to number 13, Utah. The Utes are 14-point favorite. Again, what is this? A 4 position ranking difference, and then on the road, even though you're on the road and you're still both teams 5-1 and you're a 14-point dog. I don't get that. It'll be a close one. I like Utah, though. Number 15, Texas takes on Kansas. They'll blow them out. Late game tonight, game of the week, actually. 16, Michigan takes on Penn State. I really like Penn State. I actually think Penn State's the second best team in the Big Ten. I understand Wisconsin looks good. I don't think they're as fast as Penn State, though. And I think Penn State at home, they're only an 8-point favorite. I think it's probably because it's a game that Michigan really needs. But I think Penn State takes care of business. They get it done by 14. Number 1, Alabama against Tennessee. This is a late game tonight, 9 o'clock. Alabama gets it done. They're 34.5-point favorite. They'll cover easy. And finally, the latest game tonight, Boise State against BYU. Boise State only a 7-point favorite. I like BYU to pull the upset. I don't know why. I think they're good enough to pull it upset. So I'm going to go with the Cougars over the Broncos. All right, guys, that was a quick hit today. We'll be back on Monday, prepared, ready to go, confident. This one was just a quick run through. I just wanted to make sure I actually got to a week done, and I had to, just keep this grind going. So I wanted to come on here and give you guys my predictions and recaps of what happened. But thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you on Monday, players. Have a great weekend.